Both vice presidential candidates will face off tonight in their only debate.
Democrat Tim Walz faces Republican J.D. Vance in New York City. There will not be an audience in the studio. Both candidates' microphones will be hot, but they will be muted if necessary. The debate starts at 8 p.m. on CBS.
Joining us now is the CEO of GK Training and coach of presidential candidates, Michael Chad Hettner. Good morning.
Good morning.
I don't think normally vice presidential debates matter a whole lot, but is this a little bit different based on the timing and the circumstance?
The biggest reason this is different is because I happen to think the narrative about both candidates is just plain wrong. So this is a pretty impressive moment for each of them to reset that, potentially, depending on how they do.
And what are the narratives each of them are trying to overcome?
Yeah, well, as an example, if you look at J.D. Vance right now, the settled narrative is that he's incendiary, he's combative, he's pugilistic, these sorts of things. And when you look at his comments in black and white, in text, that's the case sometimes. But if you watch the actual speaker from a delivery standpoint, he comes across as much more innocuous and even-tempered, even moderate than you might think. And a particular tell for this is that he hardly ever moves his brow. And this is not just right now, this goes back almost a decade. If you look at the press he did for Hillbilly Elegy almost a decade ago, his brow almost never moves. So this surprising lack of affect allows these even quite incendiary comments to come across as relatively innocuous. But that can also go too far. As an example, if he starts speaking about quite emotional content and his face still has that absolute lack of affect, it can actually reinforce the single word that put Tim Walz on the ticket in the first place: weird.
And talk about the narrative Tim Walz has to overcome.
Sure. Well, the narrative on him is that he is an affable, agreeable everyman who is high on substance but a little lower on style. And if you look at the tape, that's just not the case. In big rallies and big ticket communication events, he's actually a masterful communicator when it comes to delivery. He uses all of himself physically. He looks all around the stadium to different places. He enunciates so clearly you can almost read his lips from the stage. Tons of musicality in his voice. But a lot of that goes away when he's in a smaller camera frame and he's being pressed. And the biggest tell here is that all of a sudden, the non-fluencies in his language, ums and uhs, can skyrocket. I have a forthcoming book called Don't Say But I'm not the police. People are actually quite forgiving of these kind of non-fluencies. But the challenge is, if his ums skyrocket to 7x, 10x of what is typical, it can look like he's at a loss for words.
Well, Michael, thank you. You can find more at gktraining.com or follow Michael on social media. His new book, Don't Say How to Communicate Effectively to Live a Better Life, comes out in January. Thanks, Michael.
Thank you.